Hey guys, this is Usama.
This is Sana.
And this is our little YouTube channel called Mr. and Mrs. Z. So, we're gonna do a little bit of a video called...
What is this video called?
Go ahead.
I forgot what she said. Video, we're gonna do a quick little Q&A so you guys get to know us a little better before we get into our life.
Sounds good. Okay, so and then our mediator is gonna be Laiba. Hopefully, she doesn't drop her little 2 cents from the peanut gallery. Like, what the heck?
Okie dokies. Let's do this. How old are you guys and when is your birthday?
Osama?
Okay, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm 26 and I was born on June 9th.
I'm 25 and it's November 11th.
You're 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's turning, her birthday's coming up.
I turned 26 on November 11th.
I thought you were 26.
Nope. Me and you are the
Okay.
same age now.
Was it arranged? Was your wedding arranged or love?
It was love.
What are your opinions on love marriage and arranged marriage?
Well, I mean, either way, whatever works for you, right? So I have no like negativity against arranged marriages, nor do I have anything against love marriages unless Sana does. I don't know.
No, obviously not. Whatever happens, happens, right? You can't, I guess, plan things. But
Whatever floats your boats.
yeah.
The peanut gallery says so.
How did you guys tell your parents and what was their reaction?
Well, see, that's not even a short answer, because that happened over like so many years, and it was kind of like a general transition, and the transition was like Laiba meeting Sana, Sana meeting Laiba, and slowly the families getting to know each other, that sort of thing, and it was very casual and easygoing, at least from what I remember, right?
Yeah, I was.
Unless you guys remember something else.
No.
Okay.
So, when do you guys want to have kids and how many?
Dun, dun, dun. You know what? Honestly, we just got married, and I think we haven't really planned for anything. We're gonna go with the flow of things. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Whenever it happens.
Okie dokies. What do you guys do for a living and how did you guys get in the field and what inspired you?
You first.
So I work for the Member of Parliament for Mississauga Erin Mills. Her name's Ikra Khalid. What inspired me? I basically started volunteering first, and then I actually got really involved into politics, and you'll be amazed how many things people don't know about the government, and I really got to learn things that I would have never thought of before. Didn't even think voting was important actually until I started working for the government, and then I realized exactly how important it is to go out and vote. But yeah, I love my job. I basically get to go to events, get to plan events, meet the Prime Minister, obviously.
I got to meet the Prime Minister too because of her and Ikra. It's a good friend. But yeah, generally, like, I guess you manage things, and that's what it is. You help people, essentially, right?
Yep.
That's what it's about. I guess I'm next. So for me, I make jewelry. So I make custom jewelry. And how did I get into it? I have a close friend who's a 5th generation jeweler. I grew up with him. And it started a few years ago when we made Laiba custom pendant, yada yada yada. One thing led to another, and now I just make all sorts of custom jewelry. That's how it is.
Okay, Sana, how does it feel to live with your in-laws?
A lot of people have asked this question, and it seems like everybody's so curious to know, but it's like really comfortable to live with my in-laws because I work a lot. I work through the weekend, I work through the week, and it's just nice to come home and you have help at home, and it's not like, you're just alone by yourself with obviously your husband, but you get like help around the house, and Laiba is just amazing because it's like having a best friend to chill with when you come home. And so I get to pick between Osama. Sometimes when I'm bored of Osama, I go to Laiba.
She's bored of Usama all the time.
There's a lot of people bored of me in this house.
So,
by the way.
when he starts pulling out those boring business books, it's like, Laiba, what's up? And, like, me and Laiba will go chill.
I think why people ask that question is because a lot of people don't like living with in-laws. So I think they're trying to figure out, like, why... Like, are you happy living with your in-laws, or was this forced? Because I know in my video that we posted, everyone was like, oh, watch, one day Sam and Son are going to move out. And so it's like nobody forced them.
No, it's not about forcing. We chose to do this. We have a good family. Our family just got a little bit bigger, and it's not like Sana's an outsider. She's, we're one big group. And since we like doing things together, like YouTube and like other nitty gritty things, so far it's been a blast. And like if at some point we want to do our own thing, then we could. But it's not really. It's just a natural flow of things, right? So no one's forcing anyone. No one mentioned.
And I guess it helped because I knew everybody beforehand. It wasn't like I'm suddenly going into a house where I don't know anybody, and so I feel uncomfortable. But I knew Laiba, I met Usama's mom. Obviously, we knew each other, so it just felt like moving into another house. Obviously there were like, it's different being from your own house to a new house, but they made it so comfortable for me that like I didn't even have any kind of problems or issues.
Because our house is better than your house. Dun,
okay
dun, dun.
there, buddy. Okay there. Nadia,
wherever Nadia is, that house is the better.
Yeah, that's true.
What is each of your guys' favorite thing about the other person?
Nothing at all. No, I'm kidding. Go. You want to go or you want me to go?
One favorite thing.
One favorite thing, let's just, the top of my head. Sana gives me absolutely her 100% attention, even though sometimes I fail to do so, and I really appreciate that because my head's like everywhere at all times and I'm never present. Does that make sense? But, she's always there and she's always present, and I appreciate that difference of mindset.
One thing I like about Usama is that he's a go with the flow kind of person, so I get to pick a lot of times, what we do, what movie we watch, what show we watch, and stuff like that. So it's nice to have somebody who just kind of goes with the flow.
What's one thing that annoys you guys about each other?
Okay, so the one thing I just remember, I think that's gonna be a thing of Sana's. I don't know if it's ongoing or not because I haven't really experienced it. I was reading a book, trying to read one of my books like last night, and I would read a page and she'd be like, oh, look at this Instagram thing, look, someone just hit into a car, and I'm like, I can't concentrate. I'm like, okay, it's a one-time thing. Literally 5 minutes later, she brings like an album. She's like, read this album, like my cousin made it, and I'm like going through it, I'm falling asleep, and the third time I'm like, I've had it, that's it. Like, I guess hopefully that's one thing that I just noticed, but I don't know if that's going to become a thing or not, right? So, we'll see.
What's one thing that annoys me about Usama?
Just one.
One.
Out of the vast.
Since we're talking about habits, he's pretty messy in terms of his socks will be everywhere. And his clothes will be everywhere, and I'm kind of like a very clean...
neat freak.
Neat freak person.
Like she would probably go like...
Every time I go downstairs, she's brooming.
In the room. What do we do? Like it's like that kind of clean, neat freak sort of situation.
Because you feel nice when like the house is clean and stuff.
I think something in moderation. I gotta like pick up my cleanliness of like clothing and stuff, and you gotta like bring it down so we can be at par, right? But anyways, okay. That was one thing. Next question, please.
Okay, this question is from Neha and Daro. When are you guys going to India?
My cousins, Neha, Daro, we're coming to India hopefully next year. I'm gonna drag this one and that one, Laiba, over, and we're gonna have so much fun.
And then when are you guys visiting Pakistan?
That's like sort of up for debate. I've been to Pakistan a lot. I don't know. Obviously, I want to go. I'm gonna show her where we were born, and like it's from a small little city. I don't know if you guys know or not. And we'd have some farmland, our like grandfather's home, so like I still have not vivid, but I have memories of it, and I'd like her to sort of see that as well. And I think like if I go with her, then it makes sense that Laiba comes along too, because I don't think she's
just like
I don't
your
think
child.
yeah she hasn't been there for a long time, so like it makes sense that like
go alone.
What do you mean? I'm your husband. I'm there. Like you need Laiba. What does that say?
I need another girl.
I got little muscles, like tiny ones.
Yeah,
just in
but you
case.
know, she can beat up a person faster.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, thank you for that. I feel like a man now.
Did you guys plan your honeymoon?
Did we plan our honeymoon? We're in.
It's sort of in the
We're
middle. We haven't really
yeah.
worked it out. I think Sana was thinking Bali or something like that. So I don't know. Like we're gonna have to update you guys.
Bali or Mexico,
Mexico,
Puerto
or
Vallarta?
Cape Town, South Africa. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll
like,
see.
Yeah, it just didn't work out like right away after the wedding. So we kind of took a break, settled down, and sort of planned it out that way. So we're still planning.
Which universities did you guys go to?
So I went to University of Guelph, which is in Guelph City. Go.
I went to York University.
Okay. Sana, which foundation do you use?
Mac.
That's it. Like,
Mac.
the name?
Mac.
I use
I use Mac,
Walmart.
Studio Fix, NC25.
Oh,
Okay, there you
okay, there we go. That's very in detail.
If you had to change one thing about the wedding, what would you change?
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
If I had to change one thing about the wedding, I probably would want to do a destination wedding. Just because
My idea!
the amount of money you
Wow.
spend on a wedding here, and because we
Yeah.
had like 3 functions, we could have also taken all our close family and flown somewhere and like
Like-
done a
Just like
destination
close
wedding, had an actual like vacation / wedding.
Wedding. That'd be
That would have
cool.
been different, but I mean, I still liked what we did, but it's the traditional way versus the modern way, I guess.
I mean, I'm fine with either or. Yeah, destination wedding could have been nice. What we did was nice. The only thing is, like, I felt like, you know, there was 2 or 3 different events, and by the time they all ended, I'm pretty exhausted, right? It wasn't like, you know, one day event, a one day thing, and you had everything in one day. It was like over like 2 weeks, right? So that becomes a little bit hectic and tiring, that sort of thing. But other than that, I mean, I was happy overall.
What was the best part of the wedding?
What was the best part of the
Oh, I know. Best part of the wedding was when Laiba, Zaina, like our friends, they did the dance for us, and like I was like, yeah, like giving them moral support. I'm a bad dancer, like I'm like pretty bad, like, you know, you don't want to see me dance, but I'm like, I felt like they
They've
were
seen
under
you dance.
pressure.
They've seen you
So then
dance.
I was like doing whatever I could, and then like, you know, my friends danced as well. Asa then and a couple other guys, and they were dancing, and it was really interesting to watch. So I appreciated all of it. Uzair did, Rashid did, Mo did, all these guys did a little performance. Took a lot of work, and they I think all of them, the girls and the guys, spent like probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks work, you know, taking time out to do that. So it was really cool.
Another best part of the wedding would be our actual nikah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Actually getting married.
That too.
Usama was pretty nervous, I heard, and I
they
was pretty
disappeared.
nervous too, because they
Like-
made us sit in rooms, and so like I was in a room and like waiting for the nikah to happen, and it was just I guess like.
So they
I
were
don't know,
essentially
like,
getting approval from her, and we weren't beside each other. The thing was, I was in like the main hall, and everyone's watching me while she was elsewhere with her family. So I'm like,
He
go see
sent
what
me
that-
to go see what's
I know, I'm like, yo, what the
happening.
heck's happening? Go see. And she's like, okay. And I was like, you know, half confused too. I don't even, and she ended up going. And I think it was like 10 or 15 minute thing. And then apparently I heard like she approved. So I was like, yeah. You know, we're married.
I said yes.
Yeah.
Were there problems with your families? Because they're from India and Pakistan.
No. Wait, I honestly, it never even crosses our mind
Yeah.
that
I mean,
we're
it's just like,
Pakistani or Indian.
it's just like a simple no. Like that's all it was.
How is being married different than being single?
Okay, I'll answer this one. It's way more convenient, if that kind of makes any sense. It's just that, like, you know, you don't have to go out to meet, you know, your significant other, or you don't have to plan things. You're sort of like, you know you're gonna be at home, and that person's gonna come home, and then you can kind of carry on from there. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
One word you would use to describe each other.
Caring.
Oh, hey, I was gonna say that.
Nope, I knew you were gonna say that. That's why I said it first.
Shoot.
Now think of another word.
Damn. Loving. There we go. There
loving.
you go.
Can I describe them?
I was like, choose.
Yeah,
find
go.
any generic word that. I can
Annoying and boring.
Oh.
Try to figure out which one's annoying
I'm not
and which one's
boring,
boring.
guys. Come on. Am I
Obviously
boring?
annoying.
Like, don't.
I can't be boring. Like that's for sure.
Actually, Sana and Usama together are really boring. Like Sana's fun, and then Usama's fun by himself. But for some reason when they're together, it's like the eldest siblings of
the
both families
oldies.
come together,
I like the
and you're
old-
just like, wow, you guys are just sucking the energy out of us.
Wow, you're just
Okay.
hurting my ear right now.
Okay, this one's really gross. I kind of want to throw up thinking about
I
it.
know.
What?
Would we rather eat earwax omelet or hair sandwich? Ugh.
Yeah, the person who asked that, like, I mean, you're very creative. Like, we had to choose that because it
Wild
was like,
imagination.
like earwax
Oh my
omelet
God, that's
or and hair sandwich.
Oh my god.
I just ate food and I
Thinking about it
feel.
makes
How
me
can you
wanna
even
gag.
pick between those two? Like
Okay, you gotta go. You gotta choose, and I'll choose.
Ugh.
Come on.
hair sandwich. Like,
Ew, that's gross.
I would not do the earwax omelet. That is like some next
Okay,
level
I'm gonna throw up.
disgusting.
Can you just quickly answer?
Like, I mean, if the earwax is in the omelet and the omelet's cooked,
Usama, please.
Usama, I'm actually gonna throw up.
I won't know, right? Then I'll
Stop,
just like
stop,
eat
stop,
it. But like
stop.
hair,
I don't think I would do the
No,
hair.
I
I
omelet.
can't stand even one hair in my food. Like,
You would eat the earwax omelet?
Yeah, I
yeah,
would
if
too.
it's cooked in the egg, I would just eat
I would
it.
too. Cause the hair, how
That
would
shit
you
would
break
taste
it
like
in your
earwax.
mouth? Yeah, but how
Imagine-
would you break the hair? Okay, no. Next question.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
God.
done. I'm done.
How does Sana keep her hair silky and shiny?
How do
No.
I keep my hair silky and
She
shiny?
got a lot of it.
Yeah, first of all, naturally I have a lot of hair. Oil and oil.
Yeah, just oil and
Just
genetics.
oil your hair. That's it.
What age did you guys get to come to Canada?
So I was 4, right? 4 or 5?
You were 5.
I was 5. I was 4. So you
I
were-
was in grade 5, so I was what, 10? I don't know. Whatever, however old you are when you're in grade 5.
Man, this turned out to be math class. Like,
Yeah, just a
I don't
5,
know,
grade
like
5.
grade 5, whatever that.
Grade 5.
Okay, so did you ever think that if Laiba didn't like you, the wedding would still happen?
Really?
Okay, like see, there's a
Really?
misconception, like, oh, Laiba didn't. Like, it was just
It
because
was-
it wasn't that she didn't like her. Laiba
It was
didn't
the
like
way
me.
It happened, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't like me for what I did to
Yeah.
her, like not feeling her into that situation. And honestly, I was like, yeah, everyone's happy. Like, they didn't notice anything, so it was fine. They worked it out. So would it have happened?
I'm not like the worst
Obviously.
person in the world. I would still be like, alright.
I think
fine.
Laiba would understand at the end of
Yeah.
the day. She's a very understanding person. That's what it
Plus,
is.
nobody can hate me. Like,
Shut up,
people
Sana,
love me. And like Laiba
Conceited.
Laiba actually loved
on.
me from the second she
Forced
saw
me.
me, but
No.
she just couldn't admit it to herself.
Shut up,
And then
Sana.
finally, after
Yeah,
like
Sana's
a while,
very
she's
girly,
like, "That's
girly,
it.
like-
I love Sana. She's adorable."
Sana still, I'll be walking by. She'll be like, "You're so cute." I was, "Shut up,
You're so
Sana.
cute."
Don't call me cute, Sana."
Yeah, we don't do the huggy, cute
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Their family,
Our
go to their
family
house
is
to give you like
different.
5 kisses.
yeah, before they leave their house, it's like, mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'm like, holy shit. But then next step is like, then another person, a hug and a forehead kiss. I'm like, oh my god.
See, we're
I'm not gonna make it
Indians.
out.
We're loving. We're caring. We
Oh my
love to
God.
just cuddle.
And touch people.
Well, that part's getting edited
Okay.
out.
So did
Alright.
you, no, does Usama snore?
Yes. He
Can
does
they
snore.
both talk in their sleep?
No, she talks in her sleep. She'll be like
I talk
fighting
in
and
my
like she'll be
sleep.
boxing.
Okay, no, not that much, but like, did I box you? Did I ever hit you?
No, but it can get
Eventually.
scary. It can get scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna see a punch coming.
No.
One
Oh,
thing
man.
that you love, Sama loves most about Sana's face. That's a really weird question.
No, eyes.
Eyes. Okay.
She has like floating big eyes and like
Floating.
it's like
Floating.
and they're giant and it's like I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I like them.
Sana, how far does your family live away from you, and what do you miss the most about being with them?
They live 10 minutes from me, which is amazing. And what I miss most is obviously just my family, like, period. Especially Nadia, because, you know, she's always been a cutie and she's so young and I don't want to miss her growing up, but that's I guess that's
Well,
what I miss the
you're not
most.
gonna miss her growing up.
I
because
know, but it's
she'll be
just
little
part of
things
it.
that she
Little
does.
things she
tiny
does
things, yeah.
every day. Laiba knows.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thank you for watching our first video, and we hope to put more vlogs and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think she'll do some hair, makeup, that sort of thing. We'll kind of go with the flow. So leave your comments, like our video, and you know, tag a friend, do what you gotta do. This is Mr. and Mrs. Z. We're gonna sign off for today, and see you next time.